Live each and every day, love and live your way. Do your very best, learn and lead today. Be the best you can, it's your life. Take a stand, so live your best life. Live your best life. Come on and live your best life with Dr. Julia Royston. For our come that you might have life and that you might have that life to the full, overflowing, and abundantly. I'm Dr. Julia Royston bringing you another edition of Live Your Best Life. Today, tomorrow, and always, live your best life. But today, I have an incredible young woman on our show today to inform, empower, instruct, and maybe kick you in, well, you know where. Anyway, so my my great friend and business, a bestie partner in crime, Ms. DeKesha Williams. I want her to introduce herself, tell us what she does. Now get a pen and paper if you need to, so you can write down this information so you can be ready to connect with her, especially if you're in business, but I'm not going to be a spoiler alert. I'm going to go ahead and let her introduce herself and tell us where she's from, what she does, and all that good stuff. DeKesha.
All right. Well, hello, everyone. My name is DeKesha Williams, your virtual COO. And you know what? I'm just the chick that lost the same job twice, building a business from the comfort of my own home. And I'm so excited to be here because people often ask me, what in the world is it that you do? And you know what? There's one side of the business where we do operations management. Yep, I said it. We actually manage companies right here in my dining room, you guys. Yes. And so the other aspect is the coaching, right? The coaching and helping people launch online courses. We might talk about that too. Online courses, you guys, so that you can build your list, build your tribe, and make money. I like to call it hashtag sideline money.
Okay, how can people contact you?
Okay, so listen. Yes. So you guys need to find me on Facebook, and it's DeKesha as in Sam HA. Listen, there is not too many people with the name DeKesha C. Williams on social media. You can find me on Instagram, DE_Kesha as well, and all the social medias. But do me a favor, go to Facebook first, hit that button that says connect, and make sure that you reach out to me and let me know how you found me. We do also have a special gift that I want to go ahead and let you know. She told me to let the cat out of the bag early, y'all. So I'm going to let the cat out of the bag early. So listen, if you have never, ever hosted a webinar, or even if you want to host a webinar and you've done one and you're not monetizing it, right? I got a special gift. It is the ultimate webinar checklist. All right, you got to pay attention. I need you to text the word webinar to 804-298-2846. I'm going to repeat that one for the people that's in the back. Okay. All right. So it's text the word webinar. The number is 804-298-2846. And for the teachers, they say repeat it.
One more time.
Until learning takes place. I'm going to say it one more time. That is webinars. And you text the word webinars to 804-298-2846. I feel like I'm on a commercial, but there you go.
No, it works for it. It works for it. Okay, so I have two questions straight up top. What is a COO? Tell me what a COO is. What does COO stand for?
So that's good. So a Chief Operations Officer, and there's a virtual in front of that. So I handle all things operations for a lot of online business owners.
Wonderful. So if you find yourself struggling, DeKesha is who you need to reach out to. If you're in business, and
your back office is jacked
right? Yeah.
Like, I mean, I don't even know how else to say it.
But more importantly, if you're a business owner who's serious about your business, I have a hard time saying small business because we work from home, we work virtually. So, we make money at home and it's a beautiful thing. So the size of your team, the size of your staff, that does not matter. Having a brick and mortar does not matter, but it does matter your mindset. It does matter how important you feel like your business is, and are you willing to work on that business every single solitary day. So let's just talk about the being in business. What does that look like for you, mindset wise, getting your mind right? Because I know you had a life before this. So right. Tell us a little bit about that and how you had to switch your mindset.
So, that's a very interesting question because coming from corporate America, right? I'm a retail baby. That's what I call it. I'm a retail baby. So I've done district manager, store manager, and I could run a store up to $2.5-4 million store with my eyes closed. Okay. Right. And so imagine taking that shift and now coming home and running and building a business from scratch. Not 1, 2. This is probably like my 4th business. Okay. And building it from scratch. And so there's a lot of emotions that come along with building a business because I don't have a corporate office to pick up the phone and call when I have a problem. Right, I don't have a corporate office to say my computer's not turning on, I'm not getting my emails. Like, I don't have that crutch anymore. And when I first started, I didn't have my team of managers where I could dish out and delegate, hey, I need you to go to Atlanta. Hey, I need you to go to Columbia. Nah, DeKesha has to do it. Mm-hmm. And excuse me, even when I wasn't getting the results that I wanted to see in my business, that's a hard pill to swallow. Mm-hmm. And so when you say mindset, you have to have the I'm not giving up factor in you. Like, it's got to be built in you because you have to know that you know that you know that you're going to make it work. And so it's interesting that you asked that question because a lot of people don't know that August 24th, 2011, I put in my pink slip.
Wow.
And I went on leave of absence. And you know what? I'm still on leave of absence. Hashtag longest leave ever. Okay. And it was one of those things where I didn't have a choice. Mm. I remember February 2014 when I got my last check. I had absolutely no money coming in. 2 kids. Can you imagine your confidence level, your self-esteem? We just ain't right when our money not right.
You right about that.
Right? Like, and it's so funny because there were times when I had roller coaster revenue months, and that last week of the month, no revenue coming in. I can't figure out why I'm so irritable. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, what's wrong with me? I said, you know what? My money funny.
Your numbers ain't straight, right?
My numbers ain't straight.
Your change is strange.
Yeah, and so, it took a lot of prayer, but it actually took a lot of reflection, right? And when I say reflection, it's important to, and I tell this to my tribe all the time, celebrate the small wins. Every time. I don't care if 2 people opt in on your list. You be I think that's a part when we are building that we miss out on, and it's funny because I talk to another one of our business besties all the time. And it's like, we might say, I closed this last deal. It was only $5,000.
Right.
Only $5,000.
Right.
Like only. Like, right. I remember when $500 we used to jump up and down.
Exactly. I know I did.
Right. So you have to celebrate the small wins. Mm-hmm. If you launch a program and it's $47 a month or it's $97 a month and 2 people opt in, honey, we celebrating. Yes.
That's right.
We're celebrating. It doesn't matter. And I think that's an important piece of growing, that we beat ourselves up because we want to see ourselves succeed so much that we don't take the time and just stop for a minute. And I had to practice this. Like when we close a sale now, when we have a sales conversation, even if I don't close the conversation, but the dollar amount of the sales conversation is the highest that I've ever pitched, right? We sit back and we celebrate, and we stay in that moment. I remember when.
Yes. And I remember how, but the biggest thing is the time. Celebration, but knowing that anything you build takes time. It takes time for people to know, like, and trust you, to hit the buy button. They want to see consistency. They want to see, and somebody who you're just now noticing has probably been grinding on that hamster wheel, running in place for years.
You know, it's so funny because when I was a little girl, they used to say you reap what you sow.
Yep.
All the time. And I'm like, what? What do you mean, Grandma?
Yeah.
Like, Grandma, what are you talking about? Right. And so it's funny because I was reading the book. I do a lot of operational process, reading, and I think it's called the Pumpkin Plan. Like it was a weird name. But it's the Pumpkin Plan by Mike McAllowitz, right? And the focus is around these people that have these really large pumpkins that get awards, like Guinness World Record size pumpkins.
Okay.
And the thing about it is, you still, regardless of the size of the pumpkin, you still got to plant the seeds.
Yes.
You still got to water it.
Come on through, lady.
You still got to nurture it, right?
Come on through,
lady. And I was like, you know what? That's the part that we missed. And it's like, you got to go through and you got to take the weeds out. So you got to take care of the area around the pumpkin that's growing. He wrote a book about a pumpkin, Julie.
Yeah,
but I'm telling you, I say if it drive the point home, I'm gonna read this book.
Come on, dude. Come on. But you've got to make sure that you get those weeds out. You take blood, sweat, tears, trying. You feel like quitting, but you can't quit now. And if you on one side and the other bestie on the other side go, no, you can't get. So when you've got a circle of people around you that you're not trying to compare, you're not trying to compete, but you're trying to edge each other on to the finish line. Your finish line. I want you to live your best life, not my life, not DeKesha's life. I want you to live your best life. If that be the case, if you got somebody running alongside you saying, girl, we're going to do this.
Come on.
Do the sign up, we got 5. If we get 10, next time we'll get 15, maybe 20. But we've got to keep going because it does take celebrating the small victories as well as time.
Yes, absolutely.
It takes time. That microwave 30-second thing is not, it doesn't work in business. It doesn't.
I looked back the other day, because we all reflecting,
Sure.
And it hit me because I realized that my content strategy started 3.5 years ago. I went back and I looked at a blog. That blog was 3 years old. So, and I say that to say that what you see now is a product of me watering and watering and watering and nurturing and getting the weeds out. And I planted the seed 3 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, so I had to sit back myself and say, wow, has it really been that long? But there's been wins throughout that time frame. And so, I say to those that are looking or doing the comparison analysis, like, start where you are. Mm-hmm. Like, start where you are. If this is year 1, don't compare somebody else's year 5.
Exactly.
Start where you are. And I guess I want to say, be in that moment and appreciate that moment. Appreciate that moment. Yeah.
And she exhaled.
Yeah.
And you have to do that. Oh my goodness. No, we're going to take a